A powerful storm system is threatening millions of people across the United States. This storm, which has been developing over the past few days, is now making its way across the country, bringing with it a host of severe weather conditions that could disrupt daily life for many. This severe weather event is impacting a large swath of the country. From the East Coast to the Midwest, communities are bracing for what could be one of the most significant weather events of the season. The storm's reach is vast, and its effects are already being felt in several states. 10 states are in the storm's path. These states include Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and Tennessee. Each of these states is preparing for the worst, with emergency services on high alert and residents being urged to take precautions. The storm is bringing heavy rain, high winds, and the risk of tornadoes. In some areas, rainfall totals could exceed several inches, leading to potential flooding. High winds are expected to cause damage to buildings and infrastructure, and the risk of tornadoes adds an additional layer of danger. The National Weather Service is warning residents to be prepared. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the storm's progress and providing regular updates to keep the public informed. They are advising people to have emergency kits ready, secure their homes, and stay indoors during the worst of the weather. This storm is particularly dangerous because of its size and intensity. The sheer scale of the storm means that it has the potential to affect millions of people, and its intensity could lead to significant damage and disruption. Lightning storms are also a concern, with the potential for widespread power outages. The system is moving slowly, which means some areas could experience severe weather for several days. This slow movement increases the risk of prolonged exposure to heavy rain and high winds, which can lead to more severe flooding and wind damage. Rural areas, in particular, may be at risk due to their limited infrastructure and resources. It is important to stay informed and follow the guidance of local authorities. Local governments and emergency services are working tirelessly to keep residents safe, and their instructions should be followed closely. Staying updated through reliable news sources and weather alerts can make a significant difference in ensuring personal safety during this storm. As the storm continues to approach, communities across the affected states are coming together to support one another. Neighbors are helping each other prepare, and local businesses are offering resources to those in need. The resilience and solidarity of these communities will be crucial in weathering the storm and recovering in its aftermath. In addition to the immediate dangers posed by the storm, there are also long-term considerations. The economic impact of such a widespread weather event can be significant, with potential damage to homes, businesses, and infrastructure. Recovery efforts will likely be extensive, requiring coordination between local, state, and federal agencies. For now, the focus remains on preparation and safety. Residents are encouraged to stay indoors, avoid unnecessary travel, and keep emergency supplies on hand. By taking these precautions, individuals can help protect themselves and their loved ones from the storm's potential dangers. As we continue to monitor the situation, we will provide updates on the storm's progress and any new developments. Stay tuned to your local news stations and weather channels for the latest information. Together, we can navigate this challenging time and emerge stronger on the other side. The storm originated as a low-pressure system in the south-central U.S. This region is often a breeding ground for such weather systems due to its unique geographical and climatic conditions. The low-pressure system began to form as cold air from the north clashed with warmer air from the south, creating the perfect environment for a storm to develop. Meteorologists have been tracking this system since its inception, noting its potential to grow into a significant weather event. It has been gaining strength as it moves eastward. As the storm travels, it encounters different atmospheric conditions that contribute to its intensification. Satellite imagery has shown a marked increase in the storm's size and power, with cloud formations becoming more pronounced and organized. The time-lapse footage of storm clouds gathering paints a dramatic picture of nature's raw power as the system draws energy from the surrounding environment. The system is being fed by warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, fueling the heavy rainfall and thunderstorms. This warm, moist air acts as the lifeblood of the storm, providing the necessary moisture and heat to sustain and strengthen it. As the air rises and cools, it condenses into clouds and precipitation, leading to heavy rainfall and thunderstorms. The Gulf of Mexico is a critical source of energy for many storms, and this one is no exception. The interaction between the storm and the warm Gulf air is a key factor in its development. The storm is expected to continue moving east and northeast in the coming days, bringing severe weather to a large portion of the eastern United States. Residents in the path of the storm should prepare for a range of weather conditions, including heavy rain, strong winds, and the possibility of tornadoes. The storm's trajectory suggests that it will impact several major cities, potentially causing disruptions to daily life and travel. Local authorities are urging people to stay informed and take necessary precautions to ensure their safety. The National Weather Service is closely monitoring the storm's progress and will issue updates and warnings as needed. In the control room, meteorologists are working around the clock, analyzing data and making predictions about the storm's path and intensity. Their efforts are crucial in providing timely and accurate information to the public. Severe weather alerts are being broadcast on TV screens and other media platforms, ensuring that everyone in the affected areas is aware of the potential dangers. The collaboration between meteorologists, emergency services, and the public is essential in mitigating the impact of the storm and keeping communities safe. The National Weather Service has issued flood warnings and watches for multiple states. These warnings are in effect from Texas eastward to the Carolinas. The heavy rainfall is overwhelming drainage systems and causing rivers and streams to overflow. In addition to flooding, the storm system is also bringing other hazards, including frequent lightning, hail, and damaging wind gusts. Residents in affected areas are advised to take precautions. Texas has already experienced significant rainfall and flooding in recent days. The Dallas-Fort Worth metro area was particularly hard hit. The additional rainfall from this storm system is raising concerns about further flooding. Emergency responders are on high alert and are prepared to assist residents in need. People living in flood-prone areas are urged to heed evacuation orders if issued. Section 5. Tornado Alley on high alert. The storm system is also bringing a significant risk of tornadoes. The greatest threat is in eastern Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and southeastern Arkansas. These areas are known as Tornado Alley due to their susceptibility to twisters. Tornadoes are unpredictable and can cause widespread damage. It is important to have a plan in place. Identify a safe room in your home or seek shelter in a basement or sturdy building. Section 6. The Gulf Coast prepares for impact. As the storm system moves eastward, it is expected to intensify over the Gulf of Mexico. This will bring heavy rain and strong winds to the Gulf Coast states, including Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Coastal areas are also at risk for storm surge. This is a rise in sea level caused by the storm's powerful winds. Residents in these areas should be prepared for potential evacuations. Section 7. Flash. Flood risk spreads eastward. The risk of flash flooding will continue as the storm system moves eastward. Flash floods can occur quickly and with little warning. They pose a significant danger to life and property. It is crucial to avoid driving or walking through flooded areas. The depth of the water can be deceiving. It may be deeper and swifter than it appears. Section 8. Winter weather to follow in storm's wake. While the southern and eastern states brace for heavy rain and tornadoes, the storm system is expected to bring winter weather to the northeast by Friday. This includes the possibility of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. The combination of precipitation and freezing temperatures could lead to hazardous road conditions. Motorists are advised to exercise caution and be prepared for slippery roads. Section 9. Staying safe as the storm passes. As the storm begins to move away, it's crucial to stay alert and take necessary precautions to ensure your safety and the safety of your loved ones. The severe weather threat is expected to diminish as the storm system exits off the east coast over the weekend. However, the aftermath of a storm can still pose significant risks. Flooding, downed power lines, and debris can create hazardous conditions even after the storm has passed. It is important to remain vigilant and follow safety precautions. Continue to monitor weather updates and alerts from reliable sources such as the National Weather Service. These updates will provide critical information about any lingering threats and necessary actions to take. Stay informed about weather updates and warnings from the NWS. Make sure your weather apps are set to receive notifications and keep a battery-powered weather radio handy in case of power outages. This will ensure you receive timely information, even if other communication channels are down. Have a plan in place for your family and pets. Discuss and review your emergency plan regularly, so everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency. Ensure you have enough supplies, including food, water, medications, and other essentials, to last for several days. Be prepared for power outages and potential disruptions to travel. Keep flashlights, batteries, and other emergency supplies easily accessible. Charge your electronic devices in advance and have backup power sources if possible. If you need to travel, check for updates on road conditions and flight statuses. By taking these steps, you can help ensure your safety and well-being. Remember, the aftermath of a storm can be just as dangerous as the storm itself. Stay indoors as much as possible, avoid flooded areas, and be cautious of downed power lines and other hazards. Community support is also vital during these times. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly and those with special needs, to ensure they are safe and have the necessary supplies. Working together, we